Hey there, if you're a fan of mythology and anime, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at how ancient myth and legends inspire some of our favorite anime series. So if you're ready to dive into the mythical world of anime, hit that subscribe button and join us on our journey.
In the anime Inuyasha, the main character is a half-demon named Inuyasha who is searching for the shards of the Shikon Jewel, a powerful magical artifact. The Shikon Jewel is based on the mythical wish-granting gem known as the Elixir of Life, or the Philosopher's Stone, which appears in various mythologies and has the power to grant eternal life or transform ordinary objects into gold. The concept of the Philosopher's Stone has its roots in alchemy, which was a medieval chemical science that aimed to find a way to transmute base metals into gold and to create an elixir that would grant eternal life. In Inuyasha, the Shikon Jewel is depicted as a powerful and highly sought-after artifact that has the ability to grant wishes and increase the strength of those who possesses it. In the anime Saint Seiya, the main characters are a group of warriors known as saints who are tasked with protecting the goddess Athena. These saints are named after the constellations and are depicted as wearing armor based on the constellation that they are named after. This is a reference to the Greek myth of constellations, which were seen as representations of the gods and were heroes of Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, the constellations were believed to be the homes of gods and were seen as a way for humans to connect with the divine. In Saint Seiya, the saints are depicted as powerful warriors who are able to channel the power of gods through their armor and their connection to the constellations.
The anime Onyx Equinox is heavily inspired by the ancient civilizations of the Aztecs, Mayas, and Incas. There are several gods in this series, including Quetzalcoatl and Quetzalcoatl, who made a bet following the near destruction of humanity to see if the lowest of the low can serve as a champion to save the human race. But there is a serious catch. Whichever god wins will get the blood sacrifices of the other.
So, let's make a bet of it. I'll use a human to close the 5 gates.
A bet? Before the Equinox? There's no possible way a human could...
Not only that, I'll choose the lowest of the low to do it. Even the most pathetic can prove their worth.
I don't trust you. A compromise, then. You'll use one of my emissaries to guide the human.
To ensure there's no trickery. Who's your most loyal emissary?
Yautl, he'll do. And the stakes?
Our lives. Whoever wins gets the blood sacrifices of the other.
I'll take your bet.
The representation of the Aztec god Quetzalcoatl, the god of learning and knowledge, isn't entirely accurate. The show makes it seem like he has a gentler side, but that's only really in comparison to the other gods being somewhat evil and having a dislike towards humanity. In the legend, Quetzalcoatl was given human sacrifices, but he provided humanity with maize, a necessary food supply, and taught them how to make crafts and tell time. So I guess Quetzalcoatl wasn't entirely that bad. Or was he? In our last segment, let's take a look at the anime Danmachi, or How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. Hestia was the goddess of the home of Greek mythology. She was regarded as the virgin goddess connected with family life and frequently represented the fire that served as a centerpiece of the home. These traditional traits are reflected in the Danmachi representation of Hestia, who is shown as being sympathetic, loving goddess who is renowned for her justice and understanding. She is also depicted as being enthusiastic, passionate, and having a strong sense of justice.
You will give up everything you own and disband your familia, and then leave this city forever! You will never set foot in Aurario again!
Hestia in Danmachi, however, possesses unique traits and motives that set her apart from her equivalent in the conventional mythology. For instance, Hestia is portrayed in Danmachi as being possessive of her first love, Bel. Because of her love for him, she often acts irrationally and is obsessed.
I swear, every day you're out with another girl, and now there's her too!
Hestia was not often portrayed as having romantic relationships or expressing powerful emotions. Therefore, this trait is not one that is usually associated with the conventional Hestia. Also, the Danmachi version of Hestia is shown as being devoted to her familia and eager to accept responsibility for their actions and offering her help whenever needed. This gives her character a fresh perspective and sets her apart from the classic Hestia.